Hello, Gateway staff. Happy Wellness Wednesday. I'm Alicia Carter, your Wellness Director, here to offer you some encouragement for your own wellness because you deserve care too. I hope that the 31 miles in 31 days challenge is going well for you if you're choosing to participate. I chose to participate in this challenge and I'm right at about a mile a day. And so that is a mile more than I was doing last month. So it was that next step that I was ready for and thankful for the added encouragement and accountability. And so, this, when I was thinking about what to share, I had been talking with a friend and she does a lot of cool things. She does yoga in the morning and she loves to read and take care of her animals and garden. She's retired. And she's also doing some extra work, helping out here and there. And she was sharing with me that she wasn't motivated. She wasn't motivated. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean you're not motivated? You do yoga, you take care of your plants, you take care of your family, you seem motivated to me. And what she was talking about was that it was hard for her to do this kind of side work. And I'm like, you're just not motivated to do the things that you don't want to do. And, being a retired person, you kind of get to pick and choose that, especially now. But what came to my mind is, there are some things that we kind of have to do whether we want to do it or not. Certain things that have to be taken care of. So that's not really what I'm talking about here. What I'm talking about here are those added expectations that we put on ourselves, those shoulds that maybe people our age are doing, or people within our workplace are doing, or our friends are doing, or that we're seeing on Instagram or Facebook that we feel like we should be doing, when really, if we stop and ask ourselves, what is good for me right now, it wouldn't be that thing. And so earlier this month, I had been doing a workout program, and I had been I'd been committed to it for a while, but there was still 3 weeks left of it. And I thought, you know what? I am dreading getting up in the mornings. I am physically hurting, but not feeling like it was, getting much result for how much I was physically hurting myself. But I was just going to keep doing it because I had said I was going to do it, even though it wasn't really working for me. And it really wasn't what I needed. And so I stopped. I stopped doing that, and I let myself let that go, and picked up some stretching in the morning instead. And then just kind of picked up that mantra of what is good for me right now. And I have a coworker that I work with, and she was like, the other day I was really wanting a brownie. And so rather than trying to fight that or to try to get myself to not want that, she was like, I went and I got it and I sat and I enjoyed it. And then that was that. And that was good for her in the moment. And the next moment, maybe that wasn't good for her and that's not what she wanted. And so I'm just curious if there is room for us to start listening and trusting ourselves to guide us in the direction that is good for us. And maybe rather than hitting the gym, what we really need to do is take a nap. Or rather than watching the third Netflix show, what we really need and what would be good for us is to get up and take a walk. But letting our own self decide that at whatever moment that is, and just letting go of the shoulda, woulda, couldas. So I guess that's my challenge for you is, if you are procrastinating on something, or you have set a goal and you're just not feeling like you're reaching it, or if something is just this really big struggle, I don't know. Do you really need to be doing it? Or do you need to be doing it in the way that you're doing it? Or is there some flexibility? Um, or do you maybe need to go this route before you go that route, and just giving yourself a little bit more time and space rather than saying that you're lazy or unmotivated or that you don't care or you're undisciplined? Maybe it's not a personal failing. Maybe it's you're just not ready for that in that way at that time. And maybe there's a better option that you can choose in the meantime. So, something to think about. I hope you all have a great rest of your week, and you definitely deserve care too. Talk soon. Bye bye.